Hey guys, Matho here once again. Sorry for the not much YouTube content recently. I've just been keeping it pretty low key and doing some variety on stream, and nothing too exciting to show off. I have basically been playing Risk of Rain for the past week or so, and I've put about 60 hours into this game. First time I've ever played a Risk of Rain 1 or 2, and it's been pretty damn fun. So I've been told to play this game plenty of times because I'm into the roguelikes and stuff, and that's what it starts out looking like, and it's pretty slow and pretty humble, and this is what it can end up looking like. Basically, the best part about this game that differentiates itself from other roguelikes, I think, is that you can just keep on going and making crazier and crazier builds, because you can just keep your run going for as long as you want instead of like having an actual endpoint. You basically can choose what your endpoint is. I think that's the coolest part about it. And yeah, I ended up having some pretty wild runs by the end of my playthroughs. So it was quite a lot of fun getting to the point of learning where these things can go, how the combos work, and how crazy this shit can get. But overall, it's just a really cool roguelike. It's one that I somehow missed out on, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago when it came out. So if you did as well, here's a bit of an overview for it. And otherwise, if you have played plenty, just a nice reminder that there's going to be a DLC coming for it in a few weeks' time. So that's news to me, and apparently I came in at a pretty good time because, yep, there's going to be a DLC soon. So in any case, Risk of Rain, yep, this is basically the gameplay. There's a few stages to go through, like 5 basic stages to begin with, floor maps, levels, or whatever. There's several different layouts and maps, but you have to get through like 5 stages to get through to the decision of boss or loop or whatever, and it can be pretty damn challenging. It's actually probably one of the hardest games I've played for these roguelike type of things. Mechanically, knowledge-wise, it was a pretty steep learning curve, to be honest. I went in completely blind. I tried to do minimal backseating, like tried to absorb nothing from whatever my chat was going to tell me, and it was difficult trying to, piece things together and understand what abilities do what, how to, specifically move your character, aim, whatever you need to pick up, and yeah, it was honestly challenging, and I died many different ways as well because basically the game does just knowledge check you in many different cases where a certain thing is just gonna kill you, and you wouldn't have known it was going to kill you that way until you fought it, and then you'd have to start again and do another run. So overall, it was a pretty steep learning curve. It took me 3 or 4 days, I think it was, maybe 3 days, to kill or to have a full run to its completion for the first time, and then I could start unlocking more characters, unlocking more items, unlocking more potential throughout the game in general. And that's what a large part of the game is, unlocking stuff and then experiencing your combos and just knowing where to go and stuff. There's secret levels, there's secret areas, and stuff to unlock that you just typically wouldn't know without full exploration or someone telling you. So, like I said, it's a bit of a steep learning curve. The soundtrack, the music in this game is top notch. It's one of the ones that if you want to play for vibes, want to play games for vibes, this is definitely one on the list, and I'll give you a bit of that pure footage as well in a couple minutes. But there's also lots of different playstyles, as you can see. This one is very different compared to most other characters, where you all of a sudden take on like a sniper rifle and kind of an FPS style gameplay, and there's a lot more aiming involved, and movement is a big part of it. And overall, like I said, just a steep learning curve. This is the kind of shit I haven't played or had to play in a long time, years at this point. And I was going in just thinking I'd be getting a bit of a roguelike, and instead I got my gamer card severely checked. I had to, man up and do plenty of sweaty gameplay, and it was pretty high effort. So I started out, and I think if you are new to this, you definitely want to start out on the lower difficulties. So I started out on the normal, I think it is, the medium one. If you start out on the hardest difficulty, it's going to be such an uphill battle because you don't know so many things, so many combos of items and what monsters do, and I think it'll set yourself up for failure. because it's such a difficult game to get into to begin with, I think a lot of people will potentially have quit this thing before really getting anywhere. And I was kind of on the fence after a day or so. I was like, I'm not sure if this thing's for me. Persisting really does pay off. It becomes a pretty damn fun game. But there's moments where you're just not too sure because if you're really trying to challenge yourself, it becomes pretty challenging with the game modes available. Like I said, though, in the end, as you can see, we get some pretty crazy stuff happening, and it kind of pays off. It becomes very fun. By the end, I think yesterday, my longest run was probably 5 hours, and I could have kept it going if I wanted to, but that was the point where I was like, we should probably end this run and see what my boss damage and whatnot looks like. But that's I think, what is the coolest part of the game, just being able to put together kind of a run, some good RNG, something like that, and then keep it going if you really want, and just have plenty of fun enjoying your build and your gameplay, and it can be pretty damn cool. So that's Risk of Rain 2. I don't know what else to say. I think my favorite character in the end is probably Mercenary or Bandit, but I did like Huntress. I did like plenty of them either way, and the music itself is probably the biggest reason I ended up enjoying the game more than anything. But overall, just really like roguelikes, and this was definitely one that I somehow missed out on. So let me go ahead and leave you with just a bit of the raw footage of probably my favorite song from the game, and then my first, or maybe it was second time facing the end boss where I actually got the win. So hope you guys enjoyed the little video, just a little wrap up here. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.
I have a feeling that thing ain't a boss or anything at all, and killing it is just gonna give me a bit of gold. Damn, it's popping and exploding all the fucking time. Okay. Please give reward. Wow. Same gameplay as last time. Press a turret and then run around. press my next turret. Ah, that goes up. That's cringe. Turret deployed.
I agree with that.
Stevie thinks we're in it. Oh shit. Defeat the boss. Defeat the boss. Okay, what's going on? I was using all of that. What the fuck is going on, dude? Moon detonation imminent. Portals? Can you believe that it was literally my first try?